What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a new video. So in today's video we're gonna show you and teach you in depth how you can learn a backflip from your knees. I got Tanner with me, one of the few people in the world that can do this backflip,
yes,
right?
Sir,
it's
yes,
a very difficult skill, so I recommend before you're going to try this skill, make sure you master a backflip on flat grass. You master a backflip anywhere. You could do it anywhere on any time. Alright, so the very first thing you want to be able to do,
backflip low. You got to make sure that you can backflip
like
low,
that,
comfortable, close to the ground. And the reason for that is because when you're doing a knee backflip, it's not possible to get a lot of height on that. So you got to make sure that you know you got a few inches and you have to rotate around those few inches. There you go.
That was even too high, I guess.
Yeah, it was. Okay. It was.
Let's go lower.
Yep. There you go.
And if you ever want to land this trick, you're gonna have to land it on a very low height.
Right, so when you land this trick, unless you're doing it better than I am, which I've only seen one person do it so far, you land straight up, but you land low. So you're gonna have to save your landing somehow. So you gotta be good with flexibility on your ankles. That's another thing. Now the next thing you wanna make sure that you can do well is jumping from your knees to your feet. And that's like way less than the backflip. So you gotta make sure that you're able to do this for sure. So if you pay attention, you're gonna see that my feet are not like this, but they're like this. And what I'm doing is I'm pushing off the top of my foot and jumping. And at the same time, that's gonna propel me a little bit higher because that top of your foot is giving you a little bit more spring and pressure. So I'm gonna just jump up from my knees and I want you to see what I mean. And Jesse will slow-mo this perfectly so you guys can really study what I'm doing right here. Now this is a very dangerous move to commit to, so the next thing you want to make sure you have is a fast backflip. You may be able to do it low, but can you do it fast? The reason is, if you tuck slow, you're just going to land on your neck because you're not high enough to build a rotation. So what you have to do is when you jump off your knees, you throw your shoulders and your arms as hard as you can, up and back, and that's just going to propel you into the air slightly, enough to tuck and make over a backflip. So personally, I do not recommend doing this on grass or floor like this when you're first trying it. I recommend you do it on a spring floor or a trampoline, mainly a trampoline, and here's why. Because this move is a lot harder than it sounds and looks. And if you can do it on a trampoline, that's like the baby step. Once you've fully mastered it on a trampoline and you think that you can do it every single time well, then I would move to a harder surface and then a harder surface and then a harder surface until you're working with something like the floor. The number one trick about the knee backflip is the set. Where your arms go is where your chest is gonna go, which is where your body's gonna flip. The arms all the way up is the big trick here. So when you push, you want to back up, lean back. You see how my chest is back? Jump like that. Try that. Boom. Yeah.
All the way up.
Push the arms through your toes. You can push through your knees, but you want to finish pushing through your toes so you get more height. There you go. So you felt it just springs you to your feet.
Yeah, it's so heavy. Like,
it's hard. It's hard. There you go. All right, once you think that that's easy, jumping from your knees to your feet, and you think you're ready to go for some sort of backflip rotation, don't do a back handspring first, because that's not easier, I promise. I've tried it before. You can just jump and set onto your back, and you know what? I'll do it on the hard floor for you guys, because I love you, Heffels.
I love you, Tanner.
If you can do that on a mattress or something, that's gonna help you get comfortable with just going into the flip, into the motion of the backflip, and that's really the scariest part about the whole thing. All right, once you've mastered all those steps and you feel confident like you can 100% do it, follow me on Instagram at TannerWay. Bye.
That's the final step. Once you do that, I promise you will land this.
All right, I'm gonna do it for you guys. I'm gonna show you an example of what it looks like. Now, I've already done a few of these today, so I don't know how good this is gonna come out, but I'm gonna try as hard as I can for you guys to land it. So we'll see how this goes. One thing I can add into this tutorial, pushing off the ground helps a lot.
Get some momentum.
With momentum. You're gonna notice I'm gonna push off the ground like 4 times and it looks funny, but that's the only way to get the right push off the ground. Excellent.
Oh shit, dude.
All right.
That looks so hard.
That is so hard.
Whoa, shit, dude.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Jesse put in 3 that I've already landed today so you guys can study that. So you want to make sure that you're drilling this every single day if you do it once, because if you're not drilling it all the time, you're gonna lose that trick. This trick takes a lot of push and muscle memory. So you gotta make sure that you're doing it a lot, at least on a spring floor or a mattress or something, if you want to keep it.
How many times do you think you've done it in your life?
Before doing it on grass, I think I did it over 200 times, 200 different times.
Keep that in mind. Tanner, once again, thanks so much for helping me out with the tutorial.
No problem.
Guys,
thank you guys.
One more time, make sure to hit up Tanner with a follow on Instagram. He posts crazy content every day. He's at like 70K right now.
70K, let's run that up to 100K.
Absolutely. There's more crazy videos with Tanner coming this week, so stay tuned for that. So if you're new to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button right now. Ring that bell notification so you won't miss any videos when I upload them. Leave a like on this video if this helped you out, and if you enjoyed it, I will see you all in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.